Right, on another video I did, I found out that the little PIC chips on these GHD straighteners that I got. So this is the circuit board off it, and these are the chips. This chip I think was faulty on the other one. So what I've done, I bought some other PIC chips. They're not cheap them now. It works out they're about £5 each, something like that, with postage and all that. Anyway, so this is the circuit board that was in one of the last videos with a PIC chip. This is another one that I've got, and I've had this for ages. Now these have got like a square buzzer on them. So these are your buzzers here. On some of them you've got a round buzzer. Don't know if I've got one with a round buzzer. Let me have a look. No, it's so slow. I haven't got any of them. Anyway, not to worry. So these are the PIC chips. I'm going to be changing a PIC chip over here. So I'm going to do the one, just the one circuit board on its own. So, I'll do that. Right, so we bring the microscope in. I'm going to film it on the old microscope. So let's bring that in. Yeah, there we go. There we go, in focus. Let's change. So there is our PIC chip. So I'm going to bring my hot air station in and my soldering iron as well, eventually. So with this now, I'm just going to put a flux on. And I'm going to bring my hot air station in. I'm going up to 400. So let that heat up. So it's literally now, I've no plastic around. I have got my buzzer actually. And that buzzer is with the it's with the top off actually. Oh, there's a little plastic top on it. No, I don't know where that's gone, so I'm going to direct the heat. I'll direct the heat that way, away from it. So there we go. Turn my heat flow up a bit to 10. There we go. That on. There's no point in rushing this, you've got to wait so all them. Have a look. If you rush it, you're just going to melt. You're not going to melt. If you rush it, you're just going to rip some of the pads off. I don't want to be ripping any of them pads off, because you can see they're all populated. Apart from, no, they're all populated actually. Right, so now I've done that, I need to get, what was that? Get my soldering iron on. And that's at 350. I'm just going to take all this old solder off. I'm just going to clean that up now. A bit of IPA. Whatever my IPA is. There it is. Nice clean up. There we go. Right, I'm running out of IPA in my little bottle. Fill that up shortly. So we're nice and clean there. Oh, I didn't actually see which orientation it went, but I do know. But that's the way that chip come off there. As you can see there, there's that little. I'll just put that back. You can see how there's a little dent in the chip there. That dent goes with that dot on the circuit board. So that's your orientation on there. So I wasn't worried about it because it's marked up on the board, and it normally is marked up on the board as well. But it's just good practice, really, just to make a mental note of where everything is on the board and which orientation you bring stuff off at. Because sometimes it's not on there. Now my new chips, get it out, so small. My new chip is there, as you can see. That's that dot there. Let me just turn that down a little bit. There we go. A bit out of focus there. There we go. Right, so it's just a bit hard getting getting everything right with it. There we go. So what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to put a little blob of solder on any of them pins, one of the corner ones, and then I'm going to put the chip on. I'm not going to use any flux or anything. I'm just going to add a bit of solder to my tip. There we go. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that one there. So I'll pick the chip up. Like that. Line it up. There we go. Perfect. Right, so it's just a matter now just of go. Perfect. I'll sort that other pin out in a second. I'll set that round. Focus that in. Right. And then changing these over is quite simple task. Yeah. There we go. Let's have a look at that. Let's focus it in again, Mick. Yeah, so as you can see now, that's all them. It's pretty good. It's nice and flat. All the pins are there. Yeah, there's no bridge pins there. That's quite a good solders on them. So that's how you change a P.I.C chip on a pair of. Now these are for the Mark 5 GHD straighteners. Right, let's stop that. So that is basically it. Let's take them out. So that's now a working one. Let's do this one quickly. Let me see if I can take that out without that. In fact, let's just get it back in there. Just where I wanted it there. So let's do this other one. Record. Bit of gunk on here. So again, you can see the buzzer on this one has got its cover on it. So I've just got to be a little bit mindful of that. So hot air station, full airflow, and set it 400. Again, just hover over it with the heat. It will just lift off nicely. And I didn't notice that crack until I got the ow. You know, excuse my pardon, Frenchy. Yeah, I didn't notice that crack before until I got the flux in. So let's clean that off. Perfect. There we go. Clean that off. As you can see as well, there's my dot again, so I know the orientation. There it is, there's my new chip. So again, get a spot of flux. No, I'm not getting any flux anywhere. Just getting a spot of solder on one of the pins. On that pin. There we go. Turn it down. Do these ones. Smash it. There we go. Perfect. Let's clean them up. As it goes, I haven't used any flux on them. Just sort them out. So I don't like it when them edges soldering. There we go. Alright, it's not the best, but there we go. So that is how you change a PIC chip on GHD and the GHD straighteners. These are on the like I say, the Model 5, but it's the same principle, doing it on the Model 4s. So yeah, it's just a different sensor, that's all. A different chip slightly. Now, I'll put a link up to where I've got these from. As you can see on the screen, that's the number of them. There you go, so that's the number of the chip. The part number. Not sure if that, where they're gone now. That's that. So, thank you for watching. It's probably, I mean, the thing is with the GHD 4s, Model 4s and Model 5s is you can get parts from. You can get all these chips from. You can get the resistors, you can get the capacitors, you can get the thermistors, you can get the switches, you can get absolutely everything to make a brand new circuit board and to keep your straighteners running. You know, you can get the Ethernet elements, you can get the plates, you can get everything for them. With the new ones, you can't get anything from it. So that's the annoying thing. You're paying all that money. You know, you're paying 200-300 quid for a set of straighteners that you can't do now with any, like you can't do anything with them once the warranty's out. So yeah, anyway, I've had straighteners in that have lasted, you know, 20 years plus, you know, so it just goes to show that they can still last and they can still be repaired. Yeah, and they can still be done that over the next few years. So anyway, I'm waffling on now. Yeah, thanks for watching. And I hope that's helped someone.